Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 1018. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter. That's Durham's online community paper. Check it out at durhamskywriter.com. Now, it's Bull City Hangout to tell you what's happening this weekend in Durham, and I do invite you to click on that link right there on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page. If you'd like to join me on camera, shoot the breeze, say hello, promote yourself, your business, etc., all that would be super great. And it would also be super great if you share this out. That way, more people here in Durham can find out what indeed is happening. Sorry I'm late. I had to do some back and forth. The senior pharmacist, as you know, the wellness event is going to be today, later on this afternoon. And Ellie, feel better. Yeah, Ellie won't be able to make it. She's getting a cold, so I'll be manning the table by myself, but I will soldier through. No worries. So let me put on my specs and move my keyboard. Now, with today being Saturday, that means that I'll only be reading from the Let's Go calendar of events page. So I invite you, when you have time this weekend, just, curl up with your favorite iPad or whatever and go ahead and go to durhamskywriter.com and just explore the rest of the website at your leisure. So let me get started here. Let's see. Let me scroll down to 18. So the Durham Farmers Market, that's going on until noon. It's in Durham Central Park, 501 Foster Street. Be sure to park for free by going just west. Park in the Measurement Incorporated parking lot on Morris Street. Now, the South Durham Farmers Market, they're also open until noon. Plenty of parking where they are. That's at the Hub RTP 500 Park Offices Drive off of Highway 54. And don't forget, if you're using SNAP, EBT, you can definitely double your money. They want to make sure that all of us have access to fresh produce, fresh uh, uh, fruits, vegetables, etc. So go there. So be sure before you shop, stop at the manager's table. I think they're going to have you swipe your card, but whatever you plan to spend, like $10, you can get $20 worth of food because they'll give you these little dollar tokens, so you can double your purchases. Also, if you're using WIC, I don't know if you swipe a card, but you can definitely get some dollar tokens too. All right. And also, the Durham Craft Market, they share Durham Central Park with the Durham Farmers Market downtown. So definitely visit the crafters there, the wonderful artisans. They make beautiful objects and things for fun and decor and whatnot. So check them out. One of my favorites is this guy. He makes bowls and whatnot out of wood, and it just looks impossible to see a bowl, a beautiful, smooth bowl made out of wood. I don't know how they do it. Anyway, let me continue. Now, let's see. So, NCCU's Ultimate Homecoming Parade is probably still happening right now on Fayetteville Street. So, if you're driving and you're wondering what in the world's going on, why you can't go down Fayetteville, that's the reason. You're welcome. Okay, the Pauli Murray Center for History and Social Justice at 906 Carroll Street. They're having open Saturday today, just started a few minutes ago. So basically, you're taking a self tour. You're enjoying the renovations of the childhood home of Pauli Murray, the Episcopal priest, civil rights activist, attorney, author, etc. So tours start at the top of the hour and on the half hour. So you can still go because let's see, so there are tours. The next one will be at 10:30, then 11, 11:30, et cetera, et cetera. So tickets are 11:34, but only five if you're on WIC or EBT, if you have a card showing that you're a WIC or EBT recipient. All right, then you can click on the link and check that out. Now, also, they're having two events at the same time. So while some people are touring the home indoors, there's also the Pauli Murray pilgrimage, and that starts in 15 minutes if you just happen to be, near the area, 906 Carroll. So it's not too far from the expressway, right off of Moorhead Avenue. So if you can zip down there, you can go on the pilgrimage. And this is a 4.5 mile walking tour, stopping at, of course, her home. And then along the American Tobacco Trail to the veranda at Whitted. Whitted was a school back then, the former Hillside High School, which is on Umstead, which is where the Whitted is. That actually that was Whitted, but that was also the not the original, but the original Hillside High School. I understand burned down, but that was the second Hillside High School, and then it moved over there by not too far from NCCU, and then it moved all the way down Fayetteville Road to where it is now. Okay, so let's see. Oh, and actually, my mom and uncle went to that hillside on Umstead. And then when my aunt went there earlier, she was the firstborn. It was called Hillside Park High School, if I'm not mistaken. Class of 41. Okay, so tickets are $30, and you also get a Polly Murray souvenir pack if you go. So you can definitely click on the link to make your purchase. And then, like I said, you've got 12 minutes to zoom down there. And if you can't make it, I think they do this twice a year, if I'm not mistaken. MAAME, that stands for the Mobilizing African American Mothers Through Empowerment. They're hosting a food giveaway at their office, and their office is on Fayetteville Street. It's at 1208 Fayetteville Street. It'll be from 11 until 1. So if you're in the neighborhood, you need some help, don't be embarrassed. Just stop by. That's what they're all about. Now, Boxyard RTP, that is the outdoor venue, which is at 900 Park Offices Drive off of Highway 54. They're going to be featuring, now, usually there's a DJ on at this time, but I think they're getting experimental, or maybe there's so many musicians who've signed up with Boxyard RTP that they're moving them into different spots. So today there's going to be a band instead of a DJ at Boxyard RTP from noon until 2. They also moved the time up. It was 11:30 to, what was it? 11:30 to 2:30, I think it was. So now it's noon to 2. The Saturdays music series features instrumental dub reggae by Dub Lorenzo. So that's a band that plays really cool reggae music, but instrumental. So that will be going on from noon until 2. And if you've been to Boxyard RTP, you know it's an outdoor venue. If it feels a little chilly to you, they have these propane heaters scattered about. You can sit downstairs or upstairs. They also have a couple of tables with fire pits. So you can curl up with a book, not too close, of course, and then enjoy the heat from the fire pits. So that again is from noon until 2. Now, here's the big event I was talking about. The NCCU Center for Health Disparities Research, they are hosting the Ultimate Homecoming Experience 2025 Health Fair. That's going to happen today from 1 until 4 at the, let me give the whole name, the Leroy T. Walker Physical Education and Recreation Complex. Some people call it just the, Leroy T. Walker. That's the whole name. The official address is 1450 South Alston Avenue, but of course you don't enter on Alston unless you're on foot. If you're driving, then I would suspect that you'll be going down Cecil and then Lincoln and then parking in the parking lot there. That's what I suspect. So anyway, you enter the complex and we'll be there. I'm saying we, like you already know. Senior pharmacist will be there along with others. I took a peek at some of the tables yesterday when I was setting up. So yeah, there's going to be a DJ. There's going to be demos, health demos. You can do some workout routines. You can pick up all kinds of information, including from senior pharmacists if you're a senior or someone in your family is a senior. So definitely hope to see you there between 1 and 4. And like I said, the official address is 1450 South Alston Avenue, the Leroy T. Walker Physical Education Recreation Complex. You can't miss it. It's like the biggest building on campus. You can't possibly miss that. And free admission. Just wanted to point that out. Free admission. Now, if you feel like protesting today, you're more than welcome to do so. Durham's No King's Day protest is today, and it will be from 2 until 4. They're going to start out with the parade and then the protests and demonstrations at Durham Central Park, 501 Foster Street. Don't forget, though, if I'm not mistaken, today's Saturday, not Sunday, so you probably have to pay for parking if you park on the street. And I'm not going to assume that it's okay to park in the Measurement Incorporated parking lot for that, but maybe you can. Just saying. Okay, so the protest will be from 2 until 4. If you want to play it really safe and you want to take pictures and do videos and stuff, you might want to take your old tech gear. You know, a lot of us turn in our phones when we get new phones. Some of us keep our old phones, but they're still on the same network. So maybe you want to do that just in case you have to run. In case, I was told that, well, Durham is being targeted already by people who don't like freedom and democracy. So just be very safe. If you're with friends and family, this is just true across the board. Have a meetup place in case you do have to run. Just be able to tell your loved ones or your friends, we're going to meet over on the corner of this and that if we have to run. Okay, now if you just want to have fun today, you don't want to be bothered with politics, that's fine. Wheels Durham at 715 North Hoover Road, they're going to have Saturday public skate. 2 sessions, the first from 2 until 4:30, the second from 5 until 7:30. So it's $13 admission for the first session and 14 for the second one. You can rent skates if you don't have skates, which is always fun. And if you're fancy and you want to rent some, what's the single line rollerblades, you can definitely do that. Let me tell you the cost. So the regular skate rentals are 6, and it's 7 for the rollerblades. Now, if you're a parent, in other words, someone over 18 who's not going to skate, you still pay. You pay $4. There's a clear bag policy. They don't want people bringing weird things into Wheels Durham. So you can read all about that by going to durhamskywriter.com, go to the Let's Go page, and then look for today's date, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, singer, keyboardist, and harmonica player Todd Parrott, he'll be giving a free concert at the Sacred Grounds Coffee House, the Christian music venue at 2700 North Roxborough Street at St. Paul United Methodist Church. The music starts at 7:30, totally free, but of course they will graciously accept any donation that you might want to make. Now this sounds like real fun to me. So if you like telescopes, the night sky, being out in the wilderness, um, check this out. The Duke Teaching Observatory. They're going to be out there somewhere in out in the forest, West Cornwallis Road. Um, totally for free. You can look through their telescopes. And let me tell you what the telescopes are, because apparently this is going to be really impressive for people in the know. They're going to have 5 Meade X, I'm sorry, do it again. 5 Meade LX200 GPS Schmidt Cassegrain telescopes. If you know what that is, yeah, that's probably, state of the art. So you can look at the night sky from 7:30 until 9:30. Take the kids, take the grands, take whoever, because this sounds like really, really good fun. Now, because it's just going to be out there somewhere in the wilderness, I do have a link for instructions on finding the site. All I can tell you that it's going to be on West Cornwallis Road somewhere. So follow the instructions, and then have fun. And I think dress warm. It's going to be a little nippy tonight. Okay, last but not least for today, Wheels Durham at 715 North Hoover Road. They're going to have Hip Hop Saturday Night Skate for the hip set for those who want to stay out late. So this is going to be from 8 until 10:30. Have raucous fun, but wholesome fun, of course. You pay $14 to get in. You can rent skates if you like. Listen to the wonderful hip hop music. I know it's going to be loud, and just have a good time. Now, this is for people who are adults, 18 plus. If you're younger than if you're younger than 18 and you show up, you will be charged $30. In other words, they don't want little ones there. And boy, it would wouldn't it be hilarious if someone a rich kid under 18 showed up with all their friends and they all paid $30? That would be hilarious. But anyway, I'm not saying anybody should do that. Okay, now tomorrow, Sunday morning meditation at the Shambhala Center of Durham, which is right off of 9th Street, 733 Rutherford Street. So from 9 until noon, they're going to have meditation. You can learn how if you don't know how. They're going to have sitting meditation and also walking meditation. So if you always wanted to learn, this is from 9 until noon. You don't have to be there all 3 hours. This is a drop-in event. You come and go as you please. And if you simply can't make it, maybe you don't have the car on Sundays or whatever, you can attend via Zoom. Got the link for you right there on the Let's Go page. And last but not least, for tomorrow, Triangle Dance Studio, they're going to have Sunday Salsa Social. You can dance to salsa, bachata, cha-cha, kizomba, merengue, and cumbia, and maybe even more than that. So they don't assume you know how to dance all those dances. So the lesson will start at 6:30, and then they'll just let you loose, and you just dance to your heart's content. Admission is 9, 7 for active military and students with current ID, and then free if you're 16 and younger, so you can take your kids and grandkids and have lots and lots of fun. Alrighty, so that is it for the announcements. We put my iPad here, and let's check the weather. Let me do my intro first. Wait a minute. All right, gotta have the intro. Okay, so right now it's 63, so that's almost pretty good. I mean, it's getting there. It's getting there. The high today will be 78, though. I'm liking that. I'm very happy with that, especially considering that it's fall already. So it's 63 now, going up to 78, and it looks like it's going to be sunny all day, all the way till sunset, which is 6:35. It gets earlier every day, and we turn the clocks back not this month, but next month. I think it's November 2nd. Yeah, November 2nd, we turn the clocks back. So we're safe for Halloween and everything. So sunset is at 6:35. A clear night, perfect night for that telescope and viewing the nighttime sky, right? Okay. Now tomorrow will be a different story. 75, still good, but 55% chance of rain. And for those who have just planted all of their fall crops and flowers and whatnot, they're probably going to be pretty happy about that. The warm weather plus the rain, so I'm not upset about that at all. Looking ahead to next week, let's see, upper 60s, 170-degree day. Okay, mostly sunny. So, yeah, we're going to have another pleasant week next week. How about that? So, that is it for today's show. I actually have to zip over to NCCU in a little bit. So, I do hope that you have a beautiful day. Let me set up my outro. Wait, kaboom. There we go. I hope that you're able to go to some of these events. Maybe I'll see you at NCCU today. I'll be there from 1 until 4 at the senior pharmacist table. It's going to be pretty huge because it's going to be in the gym. And I saw all kinds of tables, plus a room for a DJ. So it's going to be pretty gigantic. I hope to see you there. Otherwise, go protest, dance salsa. What else should you do? Buy fruits and vegetables. What else did I announce? Oh, just have fun. Just have a good weekend. And I'll see you Monday. Let me check to see if I'll be live on Monday. Let me check my schedule. Let's see. Is it the 20th? Wait, what's today? What's today? Yeah, the 20th. Okay. Yeah, I'll be live. I'll be live Monday. I'll be doing the show at noon as always. And if you always plan to be on the show, you can always do so simply by going to the Durham Skywriter Facebook page, click on the link, and then join me after I do the weather. And with that, have a beautiful weekend. Be sure to read the Durham Skywriter at durhamskywriter.com whenever you have a minute. So, ciao for now.